Remember that can of whoop ass that I talked about that the Raptors put on the Utah Jazz? Well, I think we should start there because the LA Clippers absolutely put a can of whoop ass on the Toronto Raptors in this game, 119 to 94. And it is 1:02 a.m. And I have to talk about this can of whoop ass at 1:02 a.m. in the morning. I mean,
This is completely BS. This is shame. Shame for the referees, shame for the league to allow this. It's happening over here during whole season. I've been holding it back. It's a complete crap.
I mean, this is just where do I even begin in this one? Now, to say I'm completely surprised would be an absolute lie. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to come on here and say that I'm completely surprised by this happening. We knew that if the Raptors did not come out focused in this game, they were going to get their ass kicked. And it's pretty much exactly what we thought was a possibility. Yes, it did happen. So when you guys watch this, and you can get in the comments, you can let me know if you are surprised by this at all, which I don't think many of us really, really would be if we seriously want to be honest here. Okay, now I did think you would have got a bit more productivity out of some of your guys here. Don't get me wrong. I thought the Raptors might lose this game. I didn't expect them to get their ass kicked this bad. I'm there thinking about maybe take a 10, you know, 12, 13 point loss or something, but you damn near almost lose by 30 here. Okay. And as soon as you watch a team like the Raptors, the Raptors are a perfect litmus test for other teams around the NBA to know if you are a good team or not a good team for the most part. Like the Raptors, they beat good teams. Sorry, they beat bad teams. They lose against good teams. And so, here and there you get your good game against a decent squad as well. But pretty much around the NBA, if you want to know what type of team that you are, look how you play when you play against the Raptors. They're the kind of team that separates you, good and bad. Because yes, the Utah Jazz, you will go out there and kick a team like that's ass. Uh, Absolutely, we know that. But of course, when you play against the LA Clippers, now it's a different story. And as soon as I look at this, I look at the team stats, box score, and all that kind of stuff. And obviously, you have to watch the game, right? That's the most important thing. The most important thing is always that you watch the game. It's not just about analytics, right? How you lose matters. How you lose matters. And so you look at some of these numbers when you watch the game, and the first thing I see here, and I'm on ESPN when I look at a lot of these stats. I'm looking at the field goals. Listen to this for a second. I'm looking at the field goals here. Okay. The Raptors shot 40 of 96. Listen to this, 40 of 96 from the field. The LA Clippers shot 42 of 82 from the field. The Raptors took 14 more field goal attempts in this game than the Clippers did. I'm going to repeat that. The Raptors took 14 more field goal attempts in this game than the Clippers. And they shot 42% while the Clippers shot 51%. Raps got stomped at the free throw line. What up, Trouty? That's where I was going next. It's where I was going next. You look at the free throws in this game. They shot 15 more free throws. Was it 15 more? Or they shot 13 more free throws in this game than the Raptors. 4 of 11 for Toronto, 19 of 24. They made 15 more free throws than you in this game. They made 15 more free throws than you in this game. That's crazy. That 4 for 11 from the free throw line. And the thing is, it's not just about you taking 11 free throws. 4 for 11? Well, they go 19 of 24 from the free throw line. They out-rebound you by 3. same number amount of turnovers. You lose the fast break points, which is always a bad sign to me. We've talked about that before. Whenever you lose the fast break points, especially for the Raptors that are a league leader in that category, it's never going to go well. They have okay, just your 3-point shooting alone, 16 of 35 for the Clippers, 10 of 29 for the Raptors in this game. And so we're going to do a bit of a walkthrough in this game and just see what the hell happened here. Because immediately this game starts. And now I do want to point out that if you didn't watch this game, Emmanuel quickly did not play. Okay, they did not play in this game. So the Raptors come into this game tied for 5th with the Atlanta Hawks after the Hawks get the win against Detroit in overtime tonight. So the Atlanta Hawks overtake the Raptors in 5th, and the Raptors now fall to 6th. Like I mentioned, no Emmanuel quickly. He has the foot injury, but Jamal Shed got the start tonight. Okay. The lone Raptor actually to play in every game. And so they come out early in this game, and the perimeter defense just does not look good right off the bat. And you know why it doesn't look good right off the bat? Because guys like Brook Lopez were beating you to the rim for layups and ones. Okay, now that is just horrific. And he was hitting you up from 3. The guy was looking like he came for blood in the first quarter, Brook Lopez, which somehow seems to be a recurring thing with the Raptors. I really don't understand it, but Kawhi was being super aggressive. And I mean, really, really aggressive, attacking the rim. And he was making it known early that this team plays around me. I mean, this team plays around me. Ain't no if, and, or buts about it. When Scotty is ready, I mean, when Kawhi is ready to do damage, he ain't scared. He ain't scared of no one. He ain't scared of anything. He gets the ball. I told you, he's like a robot. He's been this way his entire career. Give me the ball. Get the hell out my way. You ain't going to stop me. The footwork is impeccable. I'm getting to the free throw line. I'm going to hit you up from mid-range. I'll pull back and nail threes on you. There's no mistakes, if, and, or buts about it. Offensively, this is the game plan. You play around Kawhi. You play around Garland. And then they will create around them. That's it. It's really basic. It's really simple here. And Garland, he crushed the Raptors tonight. And it's not just about him. He had 30 minutes in this game and he played 24 points. He was 9 of 16 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3-point range. But it's not just about the 24 points. It's just how he did it. It just looked very easy. There wasn't really any pushback. It was pull up, hit threes, some contested. And don't get me wrong, it's not like he wasn't making some tough shots. He definitely was. But there still wasn't enough resistance. When you saw the Raptors early in that first quarter, whether it would be Ingram or whether it be Barrett, whatever the case may be, from even in that first quarter, the beginning of the game, the Clippers sent a second defender over to Brandon Ingram early. They sent a second defender over to Brandon Ingram early, and you can see how uncomfortable it made him in this game. And Brandon Ingram, 8 of 18 from the field, 18 points in 36 minutes, 2 of 3 from 3-point range, with 6 rebounds, 4 assists, gave you 3 turnovers, but gave you a steal and a block as well. None of these points really move you in this game. They kind of came at a point where the game was already over. And it was the same thing with Scotty. Scotty had 9 points in this game, 4 of 11 from the field, 31 minutes in this game. 9 points. 9 points from Scott. Like, what the hell is that? What is that? I mean, are you kidding me? Okay, listen, he had 8 rebounds. He had 12 assists in the game. That's nice. I like seeing that. And he gave you 2 steals and a block as well. And don't get me wrong, we know that Scotty does everything from a defensive standpoint, and he's one of those guys that impacts the game. He's all over the place, but he needs to impact the game more offensively as well. And so you have to start asking the question, just what exactly sometimes is Darko's game plan here? Because I don't get it. I really, really don't. And we can get into that a little bit more in just a second here. But I mentioned to you they were throwing that double team at Brandon Ingram early. The Clippers subsequently go on an 8-0 run. They're 4 of 5 now from 3-point range, and that's with 4:34 remaining in that first quarter. Garland and Lopez already at that point combined for 17 points. And the Raptors were getting some good looks too. Don't get me wrong. They weren't all bad looks or, being contested. They were getting some good looks. Some of them were open, but they were missing shots. Pirtle had 6 points in the paint early, and the Clippers were just playing with much more force, and they were playing with much more decisiveness, right? You don't really see that too much from the Raptors. With the Raptors, it seems to be a lot of thinking. Whose turn is it to score now here? Do I give the ball to Scotty? Do I pass it to Ingram? Those guys are being double teamed. Do I drive to the basket? Like, there just seems to be a lot of confusion here. There is no clear cut offensive half court game plan. And we talk about that a lot, which is why I want to see the Raptors win and get out in regards to fast break points. That's why. I talk about fast break points for the Raptors all the time. Why do I talk about fast break points for the Raptors all the time? Because the offense in the half court scares the hell out of me. And I'm sure it scares the hell out of you too. That's why we talk about the Raptors getting out and running in transition. Because from an offensive standpoint, we just don't know what the hell to expect on any given night. You just don't. The Raptors were down 14 after the first quarter. And at that point, you pretty much knew the game was over. At no point, and I mean at no point, midway to the end of the first quarter and after the first quarter, did you actually believe that the Raptors had a chance of winning this game? And that's just the truth. That is just the truth. It was 36-22. So they had a 14-point deficit after the first quarter. And the Raptors shot 0 free throws in the first quarter. And I believe the Clippers were 5 from 8. I didn't write it down, but I think when I looked at the box score or the team stats, it was 5 from 8 for the Clippers after the first quarter. 18-8 rebounding advantage for the Clippers after the first. They did have 5 offensive rebounds as well. Lopez had 11 points after the first. And Scotty, after that first quarter, had zeros across the board, pretty much in everything. Now, getting to the second quarter, Barrett was being aggressive offensively, and he did not have a good shooting night. He did not have a good shooting night. He was trying to be aggressive because it really wasn't coming from anywhere else. And at some point, when it ain't coming from anywhere else, somebody has to take it upon them to try to do something. So I do respect that. But there is an issue right now with the offense that Darko Rajakovic has to figure out. This is a major, major problem. It's a major problem. Barrett in this game, 32 minutes, 12 points. He was 5 of 19 from the field, 0 of 7 from 3-point range. And Barrett from 3-point range, these are just not like some bad misses that RJ has. These are some egregious bricks from 3-point range. I'm talking about some ugly, he shot a nasty, and I mean nasty air ball tonight from 3-point range, and he was wide open. Wide open. It was not a good look here. Walter, you didn't get much from him tonight. 5 points in 15 minutes, and that was because he was in foul trouble pretty much all night in this game. 15 minutes, 5 points. He was 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3-point range. He had 1 rebound. He was pretty much just not a factor at all compared to what we've seen the last couple games. I mean, which is to be expected here and there. It was just not a good showing for Jacoby Walter early in this one. I'll give him some leeway tonight. But the Raptors, they just looked absolutely petrified. They looked absolutely petrified. And that's the scary part to me, because this is something that we've noticed before. We have noticed the Raptors looking petrified against good teams. And by good teams, we're talking about a team right now in the Clippers that are, 7th, 8th in the conference? 7th or 8th in the conference. They're 37 and 36. And give them some credit because they've turned it around big time. This is a team that is now over 500, and they started the season 6-21 on the season. 6-21 on the season, and now they are above 500. So you got to give them a little bit of credit here. But just the Raptors, no aggression, not enough fight for me. Not enough fight for me. Like, listen, I'm not saying that Kawhi Leonard carved you up to the point where you got to send that double team. But boy, did it look pretty easy. I mean, it looked pretty easy. If you have to send a double team here and there, okay, I can understand that. You got to show zone here and there as well. All I'm saying is try to mix it up at some point defensively. Like if you know that Garland and Kawhi are hitting you up and doing it easily, you might want to show some different looks, some different defensive schemes at some point. Because damn, I mean, just walking into 3-point shots, the perimeter defense in this game was not very good from the beginning. From the beginning in this one. And you know, there's so many things down the stretch that we're going to have to ask. And one of those questions is, and a lot of those questions, perhaps, maybe, might be about Darko. I like what he's done in terms of some of the things over the season defensively. They're not completely terrible. But overall, it's just like I have more questions than answers at this point. The leaders are no show again. You're damn right, Rainbow Six 1972. You're damn right. The leaders no show again. And like I mentioned, when it comes to Scotty, listen, I like the 12 assists and the 8 rebounds and some of the defense that he's putting on. You got to score the basketball as well. You got to be able to put points on the board. Like there are points in this game. And at the end of the game too, towards like the end of the third, you're in the early parts of the fourth quarter where I see Darko call an ISO and Brandon Ingram has the ball at the top of the key and everybody else is on the baseline. And I'm looking like, you have Scotty Barnes on your team. Are you really just telling Scotty Barnes to get the hell out the way and go stand over there while this Ingram isolation happens? And I'm not saying that can't happen from time to time. What I'm saying is that the best way to run your offense? Trouty said, who's the leader? Honest question. I have no idea. I have no idea. Like, it's a good question because I've asked this before. You guys have asked this too. When it comes to who the leader is, I don't know. Now, I mean, is it Scotty by default from a standpoint? I really don't know because you can't be just a leader in talking. And don't get me wrong, like I mentioned, yes, we like some of the other things you do. You got to put the damn ball in the basket as well now. Let's cut the crap here. Let's cut the BS. You have to be able to put the ball in the basket as well. We are expecting you to do that. We know you can pass. We've seen you do that. We know you can rebound. We've seen you do that. We know you can defend. You are an all-star caliber player. You're an all-star for a reason. But damn it also comes with you having to take responsibility of taking the goddamn ball and putting it in the freaking basket. Scotty Barnes having 11 field goal attempts in this game against a team like the Clippers is it's not acceptable. You have to be more aggressive than that. You got to be more aggressive than that. And I love how he plays when he plays against bad teams. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But when you're playing against good teams, you have to show the hell up. You got to show the hell up when you're playing against good teams. You're Scotty Barnes. 9 points. Okay. Looks like it's Bobby Webster. The coach and our best player do not have a strong presence. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's for damn sure. Listen, there's going to be questions about Bobby Webster after this season. There's going to be more questions with Bobby Webster and Darko Rajakovic after this season, pretty much more than any other time, because there's no Masai there to talk about. There's no Masai there to blame for anything. He's not there anymore. So who are the people you're going to be talking about? You're going to be talking about Bobby, and you're going to be talking about Darko. But overall, just in this game, I mean, 7-4 in regards to fast break points midway throughout the second quarter. And now with 4:07 remaining in the second quarter, you're looking at RJ 3 of 10 from the field with 7 points. Scotty Barnes 2 of 6 from the field with 4 points. And Brandon Ingram 2 of 6 from the field with 4 points as well. Leonard goes 5 of 10 from the field with 15 points at the half, 59-45. So it's a 14-point deficit for the Raptors. And Pirtle did leave the game midway through the second quarter. He got a nasty elbow from Benedict Mathurin. He had to get 5 stitches, but ultimately he was able to return to the game. So that was a good sign there. And if I didn't already mention the numbers for you guys, I'll mention it again for those who are just coming in now. 27 points for Kawhi Leonard in 30 minutes, 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 9 of 9 from the field. 9 of 19 from the field, 6 rebounds, 2 assists in this game. Darius Garland, 24 points in 30 minutes, 9 of 16 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3-point range, gave you 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block in this game. And boy, did it look easy. Benedict Mathurin comes off the bench and gives you 23 points. 23 points in 27 minutes. 7 of 14 from the field, 8 of 11 from the free throw line to go along with 4 rebounds and 6 assists in this game. And then Isaiah Jackson did a pretty damn good job in this game in 23 minutes, 12 points, perfect 6 of 6 from the field, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. So they have guys who were effective and did it efficiently as well. Trouty says, plus they got better on the glass, especially offensive boards. Absolutely. And when we look at the offensive rebounding numbers here, 15 actually for the Raptors, and a lot of that came in like a short bunch kind of in the second quarter. But just from an aggressive standpoint, like I mentioned, they play with a certain level of assertiveness, aggressiveness, decisiveness that you don't see from the Raptors. And to me, and I've been saying this all season, the Raptors have a bigger problem offensively than defensively. They really do. And at some point, and I know, guys, it's not Scotty Barnes' fault, and it's not Scotty Barnes' fault. It's really not. But Scotty Barnes has the ability to be better offensively. And to a large degree, it actually really comes down more on Darko, because he's the one who has to be putting together the offensive schemes, right? It's actually more on him than anybody else, him and the coaching staff. The offensive schemes are on them. It's on them. Scotty's going to follow the game plan, right? But at some point, do you follow strictly what's in the offensive game plan from your coaches? Or damn it, when you're out there and you're the guy, do you take it amongst yourself to start putting points on the board? Do you say, no. You're giving me the ball this time. The Clippers are pretty well-rounded. Going to be a tough out. 100% agree. 100% agree. They are going to be, it doesn't even matter who they play. If the Clippers get into the playoffs, that 8th seed, 7th seed, through the play-in, whatever, they're definitely going to be a tough out. They are. And I'm not even saying that they're going to get through the first round, because I hear you as well when you're saying they're going to be a tough out. They are going to be a tough team to just go up against when, especially when they're all healthy. Garland, Lopez, Derek Jones Jr., John Collins. And John Collins in this one, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. He had 22 minutes in this game. He had a donut. 0 points, 0 of 2 from the field, 5 rebounds, gave you 1 steal. He did nothing in this game. Nothing. And you're getting blown out by 30. You get to the second half now. Garland drills 2 threes to start the quarter. I mean, a long 3 from deep. All right. He had the first 8 points for the Clippers in the queue, and that was with 8:21 remaining. He had 19 points at that point. And it was just way too early. And Kawhi, super aggressive, right? What were his free throw numbers? 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Super aggressive, really strong. And that was the game plan. You play around these guys. We've said this multiple times. He said, by the way, I watched the first 2 episodes of Paradise. Thanks for the recommendation. Shout out to Trouty. I think Paradise is all right. I'm watching it. I did Haley. You did. Were you the Trouty? Did you mention Alien Earth as a show to watch? I think you did. And I said I was going to check that out. Anybody who's in here right now and you're in the chat, in the comments, can you let me know what shows you're watching? Let me know if there's anything good out there, whether you're watching it on Disney, Netflix, Amazon. I don't care. Let me know what shows you're watching. I like me some good shows. Ingram now 10 points in the queue, 16 points with 2:30 remaining in that third quarter. Now the Clippers toying with the Raptors looks too easy. I have in my notes. And with 105 remaining in that third quarter, remember you talked about the free throw line, and we talked about that earlier. The Raptors, with 105 remaining in that third quarter, were 1 of 7 from the free throw line. Yes, you heard me correctly. 1 of 7 from the free throw line with 1 minute remaining in that third
What's
quarter.
happening over here during whole season, I've been calling it back. It's a complete crap.
And 13 of 17 for the Clippers in this one. But here's one thing that really ticked me off. Here's one thing that really pissed me off to end that third quarter. So there's 4 seconds left, and the Raptors get a bucket. There's 4 seconds left, and the Clippers are inbounding the ball underneath their basket. I can't remember who was inbounding the ball, but they're inbounding the ball to Darius Garland. They roll the ball out, right? So he doesn't touch the ball. There's no time coming off the clock. They roll the ball to Darius Garland. The entire 5 guys from the Raptors are watching Darius Garland. The ball rolls. No, listen, seriously. Listen to this. The ball rolls all the way to half court. He picks the ball up within about 3 or 4 feet from half court. Walks the ball across, not walks it up literally, but picks it up, takes a couple dribbles, pulls up from 3-point range and drills it.
This is completely BS. This is shame. Shame for the referees, shame for the league to allow this.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like, you can't be serious right now. They did not just let the ball roll to half court. Let him pick it up and drill a 3. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me here? This just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. 91-72 after the third quarter. It's almost a 20-point game. You're down 19 after the third quarter. It's 1:31 a.m. I'm still on here talking about this. And there's a few people actually watching. Those must be diehards. You know what? I'm going to drop a bomb for everybody watching this right now. I'll deserve it. Yes, Trouty did said he mentioned Alien Earth. Now, listen, Trouty. In Paradise, there's a lot of flashbacks. And it continues like that. And I actually believe it gets way better as it goes along. I'm not a big flashback guy. It actually annoys me a little bit seeing all those flashbacks, but it's a pretty good show. I'm really interested in seeing what happens in the next episode that's going to be coming out. But man, the flashbacks are just brutal sometimes. But there's so much you got to learn about all those damn flashbacks in Paradise. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. Keep watching though. Keep watching. Getting into the fourth quarter now. Scotty was trying to make something happen, trying to make something happen on both ends of the court. Like he drills a three in the fourth and gets a block shot on Garland. And then at that point, he has 9 points, 6 rebounds, 11 to 6 with 6:50 remaining in that fourth quarter. And where the hell am I? Now, it's an 186 ball game with 6.5 minutes remaining. The Raptors are now down 14. And then I see the ISO thing with Ingram that I was talking to you guys about before, where he's getting the ball at the top, looking to go one-on-one, and everybody's just standing around. Okay, we've seen this multiple times before, and I mean, at this point, it's pretty much just useless. The Raptors are getting their ass kicked at that point, and Darko pretty much empties the bench with 3:43 remaining. He gets Trace Jackson Davis in there. He gets Mobo, Temple, Grady Dick, Battle. And it's like, yes, okay, you traded for Trace Jackson Davis, which we know. And I was expecting Trace Jackson Davis to get, at least 8 to 10 minutes or something like that. You don't play him at all. He doesn't play. So what the hell was the point giving up a second round pick for him? Like, do you plan to play this guy in the offseason? Is he still going to be here? I really, really don't get it. Like, what the hell was the point of? Anyway, it's not just about losing the game. Rainbow Six, what's going on, man? Do you watch any shows? Let me know if you got anything good there that you're watching. Jarrett Kosey, sorry if I messed that up. Jarrett Kosey, you watching anything good? Any new shows? Please let me know. Yeah, I mean, it's about how you lose as well. And so dare I say that watching a game like this can be predictable if you're the Raptors. Like, are we really angry or surprised, or is this kind of what you have now come to expect against when the Raptors play a good team? Because the Raptors do have talent. The reason I don't get upset or really angry is because, first of all, I don't play on the team. I'm not a part of the staff. So no, I'm not getting angry. And this is not a finished product. But at some point, you're going back and forth now between being the 5th seed and the 6th seed. You have to ask yourself, like, really, who are the leaders here? Stop talking about a rebuild at this point. When you have veterans on your team, Scotty Barnes has now been here. Brandon Ingram's played in the league a long time. Quickly's been around. Barrett's been around. Pirtle's been around. We're not talking about rebuilding anymore. That's done with. You rebuild with young players. This is a retool. It's a retool. But the rebuild talk is over with. I get it. You're in the second year of a retooling, but the rebuilding, we're not going to be using that anymore. Just watch The Marshals, a Yellowstone story. I heard about that. My wife has been telling me, okay, for those of you who don't know, I have not watched Yellowstone. Is that egregious behavior on my part by not watching Yellowstone? Is that egregious behavior? Because I'm on break watching shows right now. I'll probably watch Better Call Saul, Severance, and Squid Game when I have the chance. Okay. I'm sure you've watched Breaking Bad, and so you're going to watch Better Call Saul. I watched all of Better Call Saul. Better Call Saul was pretty good, But to me, it wasn't great. I think it's some people, it's like their favorite show. Not for me. I thought it was good, but not great. I heard Yellowstone was amazing. I heard Yellowstone was fantastic. I heard Yellowstone was fantastic. Is it egregious behavior on my part for not watching Yellowstone yet? Trouty, have you seen Yellowstone? Have you seen Yellowstone? Let me see what he says. Like, what is the backup plan for the Raptors? If a team figures out their formula, what adjustments get made? It's just ISO ball with BI. I have no idea what their backup plan is. I really have no idea. And so this is a big part of the reason I'm really, really hoping that the Raptors get into the playoffs and not lose in a play-in situation, because I want to see exactly what the Raptors are made of with this roster, right? We want everything to be on the table. We want everything to be exposed. That's what we want. We want everything to be exposed. That's why we want to see the Raptors in the playoffs. And I don't want to see it playing because they might lose in a damn play. I want to see them in the playoffs, and I want to see what they can do. I want them to be exposed from every single metric, every single eye test. I want them to be exposed, because when you are, that is the best way, in my opinion, to really assess your team and make adjustments. That's the best way. I have not seen Yellowstone, but I'll put it on the list. I think that's a good idea. Put it on the list. Check it out when you get the chance. I did watch season 1 of Yellowstone a while ago. I watched season 1 like years ago, but I just didn't finish it. And I should really go back and finish the entire thing. My wife loves Yellowstone. She said it's amazing. I think I'm going to have to go back, obviously rewatch season 1, because there's no in hell I could remember what is going on in that show now. But I will get to it probably at some point. It's been 37, damn near 40 minutes, and I never do post-game shows this long. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Those of you who are here, you guys do deserve another one. The Raptors, remember we were talking about Friday night when they go up against the Pelicans? Well, listen, I, for one, did not forget. I did not forget. Circle your game night on Friday. The Raptors and the Pelicans. I will be watching. I hope you will be watching as well. I did not forget what happened with DeJounte Murray. I did not forget what happened with Murray and Jamal Shed. And damn it, I still want revenge. Call me petty, I don't give a damn. I want revenge. If there's any game, that I want the Raptors to win, it is on Friday night against the Pelicans. And somebody better get fouled hard. There better be a dust up. There better be some chatter going on. Totally agree to expose the team to assess. And I agree, a team is not the finished product. Completely agree. Completely agree. We need to put... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We need to whoop New Orleans ass on Friday night. Straight up. We absolutely do. At MikeRoach7 on IG, at MikeRoach23 on X. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe, and share the Mike Roach Show. If you haven't already done so, make sure you check me out on Instagram. If you haven't seen me anywhere besides YouTube, you want to learn a little bit more about me and what I have done in this media industry and why I have some ties to the Toronto Raptors, go to Instagram, check out some of the things I've done in regards to pictures, things that I've been a part with the Raptors media organization, and in this regard, mostly into broadcasting. I did work for the Raptors broadcast organization for over a decade, and I'm still down there from time to time, not like I was the last 11, 12 years, but I'm still at a few games this season working for opposing broadcast teams. Last team I worked for was the New York Knicks a couple weeks ago. So I'm still in the atmosphere and I am still entrenched in this NBA world. Thank you very much for joining me. The Raptors 119-94 beatdown against the LA Clippers, unfortunately, but this is pro sports. You don't have time to mope and whine. You got to figure it out and step back up to the plate on Friday night against the Pelicans. I want somebody to bully the New Orleans Pelicans this Friday. You're damn right. You're damn right. We better see some hard ass fouls in that one. It's going to be a very physical game and expect a dust up. Trust me on that. At least I would hope. At least I would hope. But you damn sure can't come out there on Friday night and get punked in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Absolutely not. Listen, because if that happens, I will go off. I will go off if that happens. Trust me on that. This is the Mike Roach Show. I'll see you on Friday. I'm out.